guys, it's Nat, and I thought I would do another weekend kind of reading vlog. We're starting again on Friday, so it's Friday the 20th. Can't believe Christmas is next week, but yeah, I definitely want to get my life together in this vlog as well whilst listening to my audiobook, because yeah, I haven't been feeling the best again. And like, okay, so I'll give you a little update about how my life in England is going, and then I'll tell you what 2 books I want to get through this weekend. But yeah, it's still really hard to find a job here. Like, I keep getting my hopes up and then my hopes are like, they just go down the drain. I applied kind of through 2 agencies to do like teaching assistant positions because I do miss working in a school, but like today I missed one of the jobs. It was like just a day cover at a nursery because I woke up late because I couldn't sleep last night, because for the past 2 nights I've just been kind of crying or kind of sad. I don't know. I know I'm not like old. 25 going on to 26 is not old, and you can figure out your life, change your life at any age you want. It's possible, but it's just really hard because I don't know, like I want to go to concerts, I want to make plans for next year, but I can't because I don't know if I'm gonna have the money. So yeah, that's what has been really stressing me out. Like sometimes just feeling like a loser. I don't know, just things not really going the way I want them to go. It's been hard. I don't even know if this little life update makes sense, but yeah, I'm gonna try and distract myself with books, and then also, like as I said, get my life together by cleaning my room. I can't remember the last time I cleaned my room. I have like 3 pairs of shoes next to my entrance that have mud on them, have had mud on them for a couple days, so I need to clean them. It's like 10:20. I'm gonna have breakfast, and yeah, let me tell you the 2 books I'm currently in the middle of. So on my Kindle, I don't have my Kindle in my room, yeah, because it's in the living room. I'm reading Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson. I mentioned this in the last weekend reading vlog, but I barely touched it since like mentioning it. I don't think, yeah, I've read it since I mentioned it. So we're gonna read more of this. I actually read a chapter today, still really enjoying it. And then I picked up last night from the library as an audiobook, Gilded by Marissa Meyer. I've had this book on my Kindle for a couple of years now. I think maybe like 2-3 years, and yeah, I saw that my library has it, so I borrowed it and I started it. It says it's some kind of retelling. I swear I saw it said it's a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. I don't know too much about Rumpelstiltskin. I only know that he grants wishes from Shrek. But yeah, I'm enjoying that one as well. I like characters that like lie or like just say these extravagant stories and like make people believe them. Yeah, I think both of them are young adult. Oh, I didn't realize Gilded is like 500 pages. It doesn't say what kind of retelling it is. Yeah, but there's like some wild hunt that's like reminding me of The Witcher. So I need to see what it's a retelling of. But yeah, I think I'm only like 50 pages into that one. So still a while to go. It says I have 14 hours left. So definitely gonna finish that. I actually am really proud of myself in terms of like reading, because I've already finished 40 books, and at the rate I'm going, I think I'm gonna be able to hit 50, which I never expected. I do feel like I'm kind of a little bit burning myself out since deciding to go back to booktube, because I'm just like, I want to read this, I want to read that. And also like on my Goodreads, let me actually put my glasses on because I take them off because I don't want reflection, but I can't see my monitor. I have a want to read shelf on Goodreads, but I also have own on TBR, and this is a mix of Kindle Unlimited books I've already borrowed that are on my Kindle, physical books, and Kindle books I've actually bought with my own money. So that list is 47, and I think I've put in here the 2 books that I'm borrowing audiobooks from the library, and one of the books that I have on my Audible credit. If you're wondering, that's the Crimson Moth. I think it's called something else, but in England the first book in the Crimson Moth series is just called Crimson Moth. I was so confused, but I'm very excited because I really liked Kristen Ciccarelli's writing in The Last Namsara, the Iskari trilogy. I did not read the third book, but I read the first two. What is this book called? Heartless Hunter. Why is it called Heartless Hunter in America, but in England it's just the Crimson Moth? You should have seen me searching Amazon because it would not come up. But yeah, I might also pick up that one, but I told myself only start one audiobook. So first it will be Gilded by Marissa Meyer, and then I will pick up Heartless Hunter or the Crimson Moth. I'm very excited about that one. But yeah, that is my little update. Let's just get on into this vlog, and I hope you guys enjoy. And thank you to those that commented on my last vlog because it encouraged me to pick up the camera again. So let's just get to reading. I don't think I'm gonna watch anything. Maybe just keep rewatching New Girl or watch The Office because I started The American Office. But K-dramas, I finished all the ones I wanted to last time, and I might, if I want to, start The Tale of the Nine-Tailed. That actually sounds good. Maybe I'll watch that as I'm eating breakfast. But yeah. Okay guys, I just finished cleaning my room and I got to chapter 17, Gilded. I'm really enjoying it, but I'm a little bit confused. I'm like over 25% in, and I'm like, so is she in the future? Is she like, what is happening right now? Is her dad dead? I don't know. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna drink my coffee as a little good job, Natalia, you finally cleaned your room, and play Sims, and then listen to more of this book because I'm intrigued and I want to know what happens next. Sorry for the bad lighting. It's very dark outside.
The librarian had given her, but instead she spent the ride in the back of Roland a few weeks in her legs by the time Roland dropped her off at a crossroads a few miles east of Beersonville after profusely beating the water. It was her mom before the scene became familiar. The Thorpe farm, with its striking windmill turning over the snow-laden fields.
So guys, it is Friday night, nearly 10 p.m. I'm actually really exhausted because I didn't sleep well yesterday, or I went to sleep really late. Anyway, I got 170 something pages into Gilded. Of course, I'm still listening to it as an audiobook, but I do have the ebook on my Kindle, hence why I know what page I'm on. I think it's a good story. Like, it is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. So Serilda is known for like spinning tales. She's a poor mill farmer's daughter. As I said, she kind of tells lies, or she just tells stories, and sometimes she says they happened to her when they didn't. She basically meets one of these bad kings, I can't remember his name, spins a tale for him too. She basically tells him that she can spin straw into gold, so he calls her into his castle and he's like, you cannot leave until you spin this straw into gold. She meets this mysterious boy who kind of is like, I don't know, he feels like a poltergeist kind of, but we don't know. He's basically magic. His name is Gild, and he helps her complete that. Then she has like a nightmare. She comes out of the castle. It's like kind of a little bit confusing, and a lot of the same stuff kind of keeps happening. I don't know, she was like on the run, but maybe because I'm also reading Vespertine and she's kind of on the run as well. Maybe I'm confusing two books. Maybe this isn't a good idea to be reading two fantasy books at the same time. But yeah, I'm like enjoying it, but I want more. Like, I think I need some romance romance or something, because so far she's just meeting people. I like that she's really nice to others and people are nice to her, but I need a little bit more. I want the story to pick up a little bit. It is a 500-page book, and it doesn't have, like, this book doesn't have the highest rating. It has like a 3.87 maybe rating on Goodreads, and I've noticed the people whose reviews I follow, or my friends' reviews, they said like this book could have been way shorter. We know Rumpelstiltskin is kind of like a short story, and apparently Marissa Meyer also really did her research, because she's including a lot of German folklore into her story, which I'm actually really enjoying. Like, I don't know too much about German folklore. Like, I've read German fairy tales, but I don't remember them. It's been a couple years, many years, but I'm pretty like enjoying that aspect. I do really love German and like Eastern European stories. I'm gonna keep listening to it, of course, since I'm like 40 something percent into the book, but we'll see how this one ends, because I know this is a duology and I think the second book is as long as this one, but if I have no interest, I won't pick it up. I've kind of noticed there's so many series I've started but never finished in terms of like fantasy, and I was looking at them and I'm like, do I actually want to continue with this? Do I want to finish this series? Most of them are a big no. I think I only have like 2 series that I've started like maybe a year, 2 years ago that I really want to finish. Maybe I'll quickly let you know what they are. Well, if you've watched my end of the year book tag, you know one of them, the Fae Isles series by Lizette Marshall. I've only read Court of Blood and Bindings, but I have all the other books on my Kindle Unlimited, so that will be one of my goals for next year, is to finish that series. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 books I need to read, and then the other series, I've read 2 books I remember in that one, just for some reason. Oh yeah, because the books are long. So it's the Black Witch Chronicles. I actually loved the first book. I kept avoiding this book because of backlash on BookTube, but then I picked it up and it was really good. I think, yeah, I enjoyed the second book a little bit less, but I still enjoyed it. The Iron Flower, and then I need to read the 3rd book, 4th book, and 5th book. So I have 3 books. I think those are the only 2 like fantasy series I want to read, and I actually, even though the Black Witch, I think the last book, the Iron Flower, when did I read this? 2 years ago. Yeah, I read it 2 years ago. I still remember it clearly, so I want to read it. And then with Vespertine, I'm actually like in the middle of a chapter. I don't even know how far I'm into it. I think this is my 2nd chapter that I'm reading today. I mostly focused on Gilded, I think. I'm on page 136, so definitely not far. Definitely want to finish this chapter. I'll see how I'm feeling, but I'm definitely going to sleep before 11. So yeah, I'll update you more with how I'm feeling about these 2 books tomorrow after I read a little bit of them. But I also watched Black Panther today because I'm rewatching the Marvel movies in chronological order, and then I realized Disney Plus doesn't have Spider-Man on there. Like, what is that? I thought they had all the Marvel movies. I know British Netflix has the first one. I think it's Homecoming. But I need Away From Home and Far From Home. I don't know what they're called. But I need the 2nd and the 3rd one too. So I need to figure that out. But that's for later. I definitely want to watch Spider-Man, and then after Spider-Man I can watch Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is one of my favorite Marvel movies. That and Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like so excited. That was my little update. Okay guys, so I didn't really vlog as much as I thought I would vlog today, which is Saturday, but I again had a little bit of a down in the dumps day, just mostly like mentally not there. But I did read a few chapters of Vespertine when I was just laying in bed contemplating life and just like my life choices, which is what happens when I feel sad. I also went on Threads and I saw a thread where it said symptoms of depression, and one of them being like you sleep a lot but you're still tired, and I don't know if that's me. me. But then some days, like, I can't sleep. But anyway, I've barely eaten anything today. Well, I had breakfast, like always. But then for many hours I didn't eat. Then I had some celebrations, which are these chocolate sweets that we have. And I made myself an omelette. I'll let you know if it's any good. And then I have some veggies that my brother had. And he said I can eat because he couldn't finish them. But I'm happy to say I played a lot of Sims today. But whilst playing Sims, I showed you I was listening to Gilded. And it says I have 3 hours and 26 minutes left. Probably a little bit less than that, maybe, because I listened to the book at 1.75 speed. It's okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, I have less than 25%, maybe like 100 pages to listen to. It's alright. I feel like I've been listening to the same thing on repeat. I feel like more is happening in Vespertine right now than in Gilded, which kind of sucks, but I can differentiate the stories now, which is good. But yeah, I'm gonna watch episode 2 of The Tale of the Nine-Tailed because dongwook, I need some dongwook. And yeah, I'll let you know how I'm liking the show after I watch this episode. Guys, look, we have another cat here. I was trying to play Sims. It's very hard to do when someone's sleeping on your dominant hand. I still feel sleepy. Okay guys, I don't know why my Goodreads not working because I wanted to look at the review I just wrote, but it's 10:41. I finished Gilded by Marissa Meyer, and I decided to give it 3 out of 5 stars just because I feel like I still enjoy Marissa Meyer's writing a lot, like Heartless, The Lunar Chronicles, some of my favorite books that she's written, and just some of my favorite books in general, like back in the day when I used to read a lot of young adult fantasy. But this one just, I don't know, it felt like the pacing of the story and just the story in general, like it could have been condensed. And this is coming from someone who doesn't mind reading super long books, which kind of doesn't seem like it because I keep complaining about the length of books, but sometimes books are just too lengthy. Like for me, sometimes with this story, it felt like a lot was happening and I couldn't keep up with how much time has passed, or there was nothing happening at all. Like it felt like there were a couple of things that were major to the plot and then everything else was just filler. I really like Sarolda because who doesn't love a heroine that tells stories that are mostly lies? Then she gets herself in trouble with an evil dark king who forces her every full moon to come to his castle and spin straw into gold. And then I really liked Gild, who was the poltergeist in the story. Like we find out some stuff at the end of the book about his past and like who is he. And I did really like both of the characters, and I liked some of the side characters. Like I would have loved to pick up the second book, Cursed, to find out how the story wraps up. At the same time, I was reading reviews and a lot of people were like, there was so much filler in this book and not a lot happens, that I'm like, I don't want to go through another 500-page book or 15-hour audiobook just to be kind of like, oh, another 3-star read. So I think I'm just gonna maybe read some spoiler reviews if I'm really curious about what happens, but at the same time I'm not really that interested. Also, I said yesterday I was gonna update you guys on Tale of the Nine-Tailed. I only watched half of episode 2 and then I got distracted by YouTube. But I'm gonna go make breakfast because I am hungry. I'm gonna watch Chandler Ainsley's vlog that she posted like 8 hours ago, and I'm gonna read more of Vespertine. I'm like nearly 200 pages into the story. This story, I know there's no romance, and Margaret Rogerson is well loved for her romances in her fantasy books, but I'm okay with that because I'm still really enjoying that one. So yeah, those were my thoughts on Gilded. Definitely, I think if you guys were planning on reading it, it's a miss. Today, not a lot planned. I'm I'm actually thinking of going to the supermarket, to Tesco's, to pick up some ramyeon because I've been craving it, but also it's Sunday, and recently every day the supermarkets are so packed because Christmas is coming. I'm so excited. In 2 days I get to open my present, and I know it's like $3, I think, I hope, because I only asked for books. But yeah, let's just continue on with the day. Okay guys, it is 9:26 at night on Sunday, so I'm gonna end the vlog here. But quick little update, did I read anything of vespertine today? No, I did not, and I'm not planning to this evening. But after Gilded, I've been obsessed with one song, One Right Now by Post Malone on the weekend. I was listening to that on repeat, and then I went a little bit nuts when I found out there was a music video that I've never even seen before. I get obsessed with music quite easily. But anyway, yeah, you saw I ate my ramen, so I did end up going to Tesco. Very bad idea. There were so many people. It was awful. I literally grabbed my ramen, grabbed some spring onion and some yogurts just so I have snacks in the fridge, and then I legged it. I legged it out of there because I get like overstimulated when there's too many people, and also my AirPods died, so I had to charge them. I could only wear one, which did not help. But I had 2 audiobooks after Gilded that I could start. So I have Fable by Adrienne. That is a book that I got on my Kindle, and I also saw that my library has the audiobook. I really want to pick up the audiobook, but I didn't start that one. I, with my Audible credit for this month, got The Crimson Moth. Heartless Hunter, as everyone else calls it, but in England it's called The Crimson Moth by Kristen Ciccarelli. I'm on chapter 14. That might be like 15% in. I am loving it so much. Oh my god guys, so much. It's giving Serpent and Dove vibes, which I loved that book. So with how it's going right now, I think I'm gonna love it. We have Gideon, who is a witch hunter, and we have Rune, who is an undercover kind of crimson moth. She basically tries and rescues like the witches, I think. It says, spending her days pretending to be nothing more than a vapid young socialite. I love that because most people just deem her as like kind of not knowing anything. Like you would never expect her to be a crimson moth. But yeah, she spends her nights as the Crimson Moth, a witch vigilante who rescues her kind from being purged. And we have Gideon, who is also her best friend, her guy best friend's brother. He is, as I said, the witch hunter, and yeah, he kind of already thinks that Rune may be the Crimson Moth. So I think they end up fake dating, and there's gonna be an enemies to lovers, and I'm literally eating this up. I knew this was going to be good because I already know of Kristen Ciccarelli. I think this might be a new favorite book, and I haven't even finished it. Like, this is what I want from romantasy. I've kind of looked at my reading for this year, and I don't think I've read any romantasy because some booktubers that I really trust, especially Chandler Ainsley, she just says a lot of them are a miss. But this one she said is not. And also some of my other favorite booktubers also said not a miss. So I'm very happy I picked this up. Probably will finish it next week. But yeah, I'm really actually happy that I finished one book, and then I'm still in the middle of 2 other books. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.